5 things you need to do before sharing your Scratch project. Number 1, make a thumbnail. Do you really want to share your game and have this as the default page? No. Let's go and see inside of our project. Right here you can see we have a beautiful Pong game, very simple. What we have to do, let's go ahead and make a new sprite and let's call it thumbnail. First, let's reset the position, 0 on the X and 0 on the Y. Now we need a background. So we can go ahead to our stage, convert to vector. Let's copy this background, copy. Let's go back to our thumbnail sprite and let's press paste. So now we have a background for our thumbnail. Now we need our ball sprite. So let's go to our ball and let's select a color for a ball, yellow, since that's the game sprite. Let's go ahead and copy that and paste it into our thumbnail. And I'm using Ctrl+C or copy and paste. So we have our ball. Now let's add the lava, it's an enemy. So copy, thumbnail, paste. Let's put this at an angle to make our game seem a lot more dramatic. Okay, so our lava is at an angle. Let me go ahead and remove the outline. And now let's add our paddle. So I'm going to our paddle, select everything, copy it, thumbnail, paste. And let's make that huge. And there we go. Now let's have some text. Let's click on the text tool and let's call this ping pong. Ping pong. Ping pong. Can I spell? Okay. Let's change the color since purple doesn't really fit the style of the game. Let's make it white with some outline. Cool, that's our thumbnail. So what we have to do is code in our thumbnail so it hides when the game is played. Let's go to our code. Let's go ahead and drag out when green flag clicked. Forever. Let's show. Let's go here and let's also drag out go to front layer and set ghost effect to 100. That will make the thumbnail completely see-through. So let's press the play button. You'll see our game plays and the thumbnail is hidden. When we press stop, the thumbnail shows again. So when the thumbnail is shown, be sure to press save now and that will save the current game's thumbnail. Number 2, notes and credits. You could see here that I have some instructions, but I really have nothing in notes and credits. So you'll see here notes and credits takes up the full description. But if we go to another game that have instructions and notes and credits, they both take up half of the screen. If we move all our instructions to notes and credits and we share our game, notes and credits will take up the full screen, which will make it a lot easier for our player to read the instructions. Number 3. Be sure to add all of the tags you can think of.
Hashtag games, hashtag art, hashtag trending, who cares, hashtag ping pong, hashtag pop, hashtag art, hashtag subscribe, hashtag every single word in the dictionary.
Just to be sure that our game gets on trending. Number 3, add a high score. When we play my game, you'll see there, if I die, it shows the high score on the death screen. You can see all the people who got the high score. First, let's go to our variables category. Let's make a variable called score, since I haven't made that yet. Let's make another one. Make sure to tick cloud variable stored on server. Let's call this high score. And okay, you'll see here, please note cloud variables only contain numbers, blah blah blah. Don't even look at that. When the green flag is clicked, we need to reset our score to 0. Then we need to change the score when we score points, of course. Let's go to our ball. And you'll see here, if it touches the paddle, we can go ahead and change score by 1. Alright, but now we need to detect when to show the high score and how to calculate who got the highest score. Let's go here to our game over, when I receive game over, and let's detect if more than 50, score is more than high score. If our score is more than the current high score, let's set our high score to our current score. And then also let's show the high score variable. Let's move up, when green flag clicked, hide variable high score. Let me show the score variable and let me show the high score and let me just move the high score down here right on the bottom. Then let's hide it again. Let me go ahead and score points. You'll see score 1, 2, 3. Let me die. High score is now 3. You can see that I set the high score to 3 less than a minute ago. Pretty cool, and it makes your game a lot. Number 3, please don't add an intro. You see on my game here, there's about a 10-second intro. After that, my game finally plays. Intros are annoying because players just really want to play your game. They don't want to get stuck on an annoying intro. This thing is about 20 seconds long. Players just want to play your game. And I guarantee you most of the time the intro has more code than the entire project itself. So Yes, don't include an intro. Get straight into the game. Number 5, tags don't always work. On the Explore page, you can see all of the projects are grouped up into about 6 categories. Animations, art, games, music, stories, and tutorials. If you include hashtag games in your title, your project is only going to show up on the games category. By default, when you go to the Explore page, you go to the all category, and people have to choose which category they want to go to, which is another step if they want to play your game. So, pro tip, if you want your game to really get on trending, don't put games or animations or art or music or stories or tutorials. They just limit the amount of people that actually see your games. So yeah, everyone, those are my 5 tips that you should follow before you share your Scratch project. Be sure to like the video and subscribe. Thank you all for watching. I'll see you guys in another tutorial.